They do have now where you can do it horizontal, but so next live I'm going to try to do it horizontally. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to bless the cards. Tonight we are going to use this new deck, not new deck, but recently purchased deck, Seasons of the Witch of Stara, which I did a flip through review of, so you can check that out. And it's going to be featured in the February reading, which I still have not done. And that's coming. I'm like so behind on everything. I don't know why. I'm just getting my incense out here. So you can see some behind the scenes right here. This is what I do whenever I get a new deck. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. I'll set it up so you can kind of see a little bit better. There. So I kind of just run the cards through the smoke, and I think positive thoughts, blessings on these cards. Is I like the back. It has a little bunny for Easter's. Bless this deck. Okay, wait. Hey, Tepu. Oh, thank you. And they aren't always so nice. In fact, you should have seen my last live. My poor, worn out looking nails. But no, thank you. I just got some fresh ones. So because I'm going to do February. Hi, Giggles. Thank you. I'm about to do the February reading, and so I definitely have to have my nails done for that. Especially because it's the month of Valentine's Day. I love your heart fingers. I think that's one of the cutest emojis that they recently put out. That the fingers that turn in that are shaped like hearts. I love you too. Hey, Rainbow. Rainbow, I felt you today, like you were in these cards that I was in the flip through review of the cards. You came out. You'll see, I guess. So let me just ease into the night, and we have our fire, the air that's blowing the fire. We have the water and the rocks in the water that stir the water. So basically we have all elements with just these two things: fire, the air, the water, and the earth. And I'm going to bless this deck. I usually bless before I use it, and just like everything ran out of time, so I'm just now blessing this deck on your watch, just so you know. But I also feel like it's kind of soothing, good ASMR. It's a bit meditative to get us in a nice peaceful frame of mind. Oh, you've been emotional, Giggles? What's going on? I've been not necessarily, well, maybe a little emotional, but I've been like tired feeling, like wanting to sleep so much. So tell me, talk to me, Giggles. And next live, I'm going to try to go back to horizontal because I think they have added a horizontal feature that I was kind of scared to try to use this time, but I'll use it next time. Well, I was uncertain about it, if it was going to turn out. All right, and now I do the reverse. Now look at this deck, you guys. Speaking of rainbows, it's rainbow edged. And also the box has rainbow words back here. And the top of the box has rainbow embossing. Nice. See? Isn't this so pretty? So this Seasons of the Witch is a little different from the other ones. So Giggle says, I don't know, I guess I just feel like I'm unworthy, what? Of getting treated or spoiled. No, you're not unworthy of that. You're definitely worthy of being treated like a princess. We all are. The divine feminine totally is. So if somebody's not treating you that way, then it's on them, not you, because you deserve it. Now, a lot of times we might think, maybe it's my karma. Maybe this lifetime I'm supposed to not be treated like a princess like I was in the last lifetime. And if it is your karma, then it was kind of something that you did, you know, decided for yourself before you passed on from the last life. You said, well, I guess I'll need to learn some humility in my next life, so I'll have those kinds of challenges that make me have to look at myself and decide for myself, you know, what I'm worthy of, and you know what I mean. It's sometimes I feel like some of it is destined, some of it is universe, but some of it is also something that we asked for ourselves. Like we wanted this challenge in order to prove to ourselves that we are worthy. So what you do about it? You prove to yourself that you're worthy, and you just keep going. So let's see. Once I get these cards all... Thank you, Terry. Okay. All blessed. Then we'll get... Let's get into the readings. These are real nice cards. Oh, I need to turn off my... Oh, well. Oh, that's my notification that you sent me Cashapp. Thank you, Terry. And Giggle says, I tried to open a new Cashapp, but they shut it down. Oh, that's not nice. There's Austere, Easter, or the goddess Austere, which is now she's my goddess, because she is the goddess of the dawn, which I never noticed. I mean, I've read about her so many times, and it never really struck me that she was the dawn goddess. And then all those Easter eggs, and those colors. Makes sense. Makes total sense. And then, okay, so Giggle says, they said I validated their policy, but I don't know if I had barely opened it and didn't even use it. That you violated their policy? Huh. I think that sounds like some kind of fraud to me. Doesn't sound like the actual app would do something like that. It's it's a very easy app. Are you in the United States? Because I think that Cashapp is only in the United States, but of course if you're in the United States, then I don't want to I don't want to get ash all over the place. Yeah, I'll just have to move it. As nice as it is to have this here, I'll put it over here instead. All right. It happened twice. That's weird. I emailed and called, but nothing was done. Well, that seems very strange. I'm gonna get your names. So I saw I did a poll to see how many wanted to go live tonight, how many wanted private readings, and how many wanted to just wait till Friday. And the last thing I saw was that it was even split. So I feel like maybe all of the above. So you guys, I'm anybody who would like to have a continuation of their readings tonight can keep getting readings from me. Just email me. All right. Well, the special tonight is this Ostara. But yeah, and then if you email me, yeah, to get extra reading, that'll be a special price as well. Just like what I put in the community page. Just like, I don't know. If you get a reading tonight, then I could probably even do 50% off of that one. So you just decide how what kind of email. I don't know why I'm promoting all of this because I really don't have that much time this week. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday and we're going to go out on the weekend. So I'm going to try to squeeze in your weekly reading and love message from your person sometime in the next few days because I can't do it on Saturday. I might be able to do it later Saturday, but I just never really know. All right. Anyway, you can, basically my Sparkles of Light, my members, you have a lot of flexibility. You just send me a request on email and I'll work it out with you. Just say, hey, can I get some kind of special? And I'll be like, yeah, pick your special, name it, tell me what you want. I would totally work with you. Just so you know, I work with anybody, but I'll definitely work with my members for sure. All right. Giggles, my dear. What are we going to ask tonight? Drinking some coffee, smelling the incense, feeling so chill. Love reading. All right. In love with myself reading. Let's see what comes out of the Ostara. This timing wise, I was a little hurt last night that Rubio seems like he can't go with the kids and wants to do overtime. Oh, he can't go to the wedding. He can't go to the wedding and he's got to stay something about the kids in overtime. So I've been crying. Oh, yeah. The wounds reopened. Yeah, just when you thought he would, he gives you the impression that he'd do anything for you, and then then he wins you, and then he turns around and doesn't do anything for you, he doesn't follow through with his promises. Or suddenly pushes you down the priority list. And yeah, with Soto, that kind of thing happened. Being not on the top of the priority list. That always gets me. I mean, maybe that's the way I'm interpreting it, but yeah, like I want to be the person or the reason why you have to call into work, or the reason you have to reschedule your week or whatever. I mean, not every day or every time, but once in a while, I want to take priority over something else occasionally. Of course, work and kids, that's going to be high on the priority list, right? But every once in a while, make room for me, I get what you're saying. Yeah, and I get that his kids come first, but I told him ahead of time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like you established what your needs are, what you want. He wants me to wait for him. All right, let's see to respond. Oh, you got the simmer pot. This is a good one because it comes with a spell. So maybe this can help you. Like you can do this little ritual that can help. Earth, look, and we had all the elements tonight. Earth, which are the rocks in here, or the crystals. Earth, air, which was the air that moved the fire. Fire, water, await an enchantment steeped with intention. Okay. So Spirit wants you to do a little spell, an intention. These are the 4 elements. Alchemy, enchantment. Isn't that funny that I talked about the 4 elements just a few minutes ago? So a simmer pot or stovetop potpourri is a wonderful way to infuse your cottage with both enchanting natural fragrance and magical intent. You can choose your ingredients based on smell alone, but why stop there? Each herb, flower, spice, or fruit has unique magical properties that, when combined, become their own little enchantment. Combining botanicals to create a fragrance is already a powerful form of alchemy. Not only can you infuse intentions in botanicals used, but you can also evoke a bit of alchemy since simmer pots utilize all four elements. Plants naturally represent earth and the smell is air, but you can choose how you heat your pots to represent fire and the type of water to submerge your material in. As with alchemy, your situation requires you to utilize the energy of the four elements. You need air to approach your situation with logic, water to understand how you feel, earth to be practical and patient, and fire to take action when the time is right. What you have inquired requires a delicate dance of many moving parts coming together to form a unified whole. Now, I know it's not as simple it's not as simple to do something as to say it. And so when a person says, don't cry, you can't just stop crying. You're emotional and you're allowed to grieve or to be upset. But once that period has passed, try to go into your logic brain. Well, you already did. Your logic said, I understand that his kids are important to him. So you used your logic. Balance all the aspects of the situation. And then, and if you want to use that fire to to kind of enhance your life or to take some action for yourself, or do what you want to do, whether Rubio's paying attention to you or not. It's like, well, I'm going to lavish myself with the attention that I deserve, since you're not doing it. But you don't have to do it that way either. You can like do what he asked you to do and be patient and wait if you choose to, but you don't have to. You can tell Rubio, well, I don't feel patient and I don't want to wait, or whatever you want to do. But that's the fire energy if you want to lean into the fire at all. But water can be compassionate and it doesn't always have to be just the part where you cry. The water can also be like, you know what, I really understand you and I feel deeply about, everything that you're going through, and you could just, I'll definitely give you some support, and be more understanding or whatever. Like if you want to give him that kind of compassion, that's up to you too. If you want to give him space and air and just like you do you and I do me, that's okay too. So, but trying a little bit of trying different techniques, different tactics. And then as I was reading, an idea popped into my head because they're making a simmer pot and it's potpourri. And a lot of times it's kind of like, it just reminds me of the way people make candles and perfume and stuff like that. Maybe there's a kind of perfume that you can wear that makes you irresistible. Now, I know that's a very Scorpio thing for me to suggest because I'm like that, like if I can't get what I want, well, maybe I'll seduce without even trying, I'll just look too beautiful to resist, or I'll smell too gorgeous to resist, or you know I'll behave in such a way that you can't, you will cancel everything else and just be with me, something like that. That's kind of where my head often goes to because that's a little bit of that. It's like, and guess what though? Giggles, Pumpkin jumped into my lap. She hasn't yet kissed me, but it's a good sign. It means the affection is coming towards you and you don't have to seek it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to go seek the attention and the affection. You are going to magnetize it. So be the most beautiful, amazing magnet out there and magnetize the attention and love that you deserve. And and maybe that's the intention that you can set while you make this simmer pot. Okay. So you're using the four elements and you're doing a delicate dance of all four parts. And it's also possibly could mean hanging out with girlfriends. So this card can also mean a group of people coming together in service of the same goal or combining many different ideas to create one solid plan. Like you could hang out with girls and like a girls' night, a pamper night out where y'all get your hair and nails done, and then go shopping for like cute outfits, and then go out partying, you know, and looking your finest, whatever, because you know, you're free, you can do whatever you want to, you know, you're not married to anybody, and you haven't, right, I don't know like what your status is, you like haven't made anybody your official boyfriend, right? So go live it up. Anyway, so the simmer pot is like a modern day magical cauldron. This simmer pot carries the energies of the plant spirits that love to bless and bring in joy. You may replace ingredients as you desire. Here's some ingredients. Cut 3 to 4 yucca roots in half and add them to a pot of boiling water. After 5 minutes, add 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 1 smashed garlic clove, 3 to 4 yucca leaves, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of grapeseed oil or oil of your choice, and 1 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. Add a half a cup of honey or maple syrup and simmer for 1 minute, then remove from the heat. And if you want to screenshot it. And then allow the mixture to sit for a few hours. And the author suggests that you do while you clean your home or something like that. You know, tidy something up, wash dishes, something like that. Open the windows, put on some cheerful music, dance around while you clean, and you just set yourself free and just be in the moment. So there you go. Very, very sweet little message from Spirit to help you with some intention setting and manifesting and just treating yourself special like you deserve. All right, let's see. Now let's see what Spirit says is coming next in your love life. Oh, a proposal maybe? That like flipped up and flipped down. We're just gonna say somebody might be thinking along these lines. Just saying. So don't write it off. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for a real flipper though. I'm waiting just like, you know, like you're supposed to be waiting. All right, we have friendly support. So that friend idea could be a good idea in this situation. You know, hanging out with friends and getting dolled up and stuff like that. And then I guess this is for Rubio. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Um, give him a chance. Give him a chance. I don't know. Like, like the reason why I'm feeling give him a chance is because if he's asking you to wait, I feel like he's gonna reciprocate it. I kind of feel that way. I feel like you'll be if he's asking you to wait, he's gonna find a way to make it up to you. I have a feeling like let me show you, let me make up to you this, you know, for this moment that you feel disappointed. I'm going to try to make it up to you. So there is a chance that he might give him a chance because he might fix that. He might fix it. Okay. And so let's see what, you know what, I'm going to use this deck on you. The Vinyl Rose Tarot. Okay, I got all of these love decks out for the February reading, so be on the lookout for that. It's coming soon to this channel. Oh, Poe. Will you ask Sir Sammy? Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta take out the kitty. Hi, Divine Goddess. Okay. Soto has been so quiet. I don't know if to even reach out. Yeah, it's too bad. All right, thank you. Thank you, honey. Okay, let's see. Question: if the wedding is on Saturday in Houston, should I rent 2 nights at a hotel or drive in the day of? Where are you driving from? Brownsville. Okay. Brownsville. Okay, so that's pretty close. All right. If the wedding is on Saturday, should I rent 2 nights or drive in the day of? Well, is that like a me question or is that for the cards? Because well, maybe it'll come out, but it's like 5-ish hours and one night at a hotel. And okay, I feel like you know how when you drive in the car, when you drive in a car, um, even if it's just 5 hours, after 5 hours, I'm kind of shaking and sometimes like my ankles are swollen and I look a mess. It'll take a minute to like doll up and but I can see why you might want to save some money. So if let's say for instance, you can book your hotel. Okay, you can book your hotel for Saturday and be and get there by 2 or whatever, enough time to chill, relax, doll up, and then you leave the next morning by 11 when they ask people leave by 11 or 12 or something like that. I think it's doable, I think it's doable. But you might like the extra time, but there's really not. I mean, and then it's Houston. You might like the extra time because there's a lot to see in Houston and because there's a lot of traffic and it's just a lot of hustle bustle. And if you had that little extra buffer time, you won't feel as stressed out. You'll have all day to get ready on Saturday if you get Friday night. So that's that really is like a personal preference. Let me see. Let's see what the cards want to say to you about your love life and wedding and stuff. Yes, I'm afraid if I'm by myself, I'm not going to have enough time. Yeah. And this Saturday, I'm going with my dog. I might. We might be in. Are you going to be downtown? Because I'm going to be downtown on Saturday with my daughter to see Mean Girls. And that's like something that she bought tickets to see that. So it's going to be really fun. All right. So you have the 5 of Rings, insecure energy with the is that? Oh yeah, it's an apple. Oh, and Sugarland. It's so pretty out there. I drive out there all the time on my route. Sugarland's nice. I would definitely choose. That would be one of the top two places I would live. Be like Friendswood #1, and Sugarland maybe in the top 3. I like it. And Pearland. So Friendswood, Pearland, and Sugarland. Those are my 3 favorite places. Ooh, single dad. Okay, that's Rubio then, right? And quality time. Oh my God, Spirit knows you. That's what you're seeking is quality time. What? You got another proposal. Do you think he might be secretly trying to look for rings for you? Because that proposal card came out over here too. It didn't fully flip. It was like a little flicker. A flicker. But I just keep getting this feeling like he wants you to wait for a reason. I know. His son's birthday is Sunday. All right, see? I mean, that's legitimate. That's legitimate. It's just too much going on. He probably would have, right? He probably would have. Like, he probably is thinking logistically, how am I going to go to a wedding, come back, and be ready for my son? And, he can't do that, right? Give him a little bit of this leeway. Not that I'm honestly not a big Rubio fan, but in this case, I'm kind of seeing his point of view. And I'm kind of feeling like he really likes you. I'm feeling a really strong, I like this girl energy, and I'm gonna make it up to her somehow. And I really want to see, like, I feel this, he wants to see long term with you. So let's break this down a little bit. 5 of Rings. No, it's on. What? Oh, okay. Let's get this over with. Let's get this clarified. His son's birthday is this Sunday, and his birthday is next Sunday. No, it's not on his birthday weekend. Not on his son. Okay, I'm confused. His son's birthday is this. When you say this Sunday, sounds like you're saying his son's birthday is 4 days from now. What day is it today? Wednesday. Yeah, 4 days from now. And his birthday is next Sunday, a week from this Sunday. But now you're saying no, it's on his birthday week, which I don't understand what all that means. Is next Saturday on Valentine's. The wedding you're going to is not this weekend. It's on Valentine's. Okay, so there isn't a conflict for him legitimately. There's not a birthday conflict. Is it his birthday? Is his birthday the weekend of the wedding? Aquarius. My daughter just had her birthday. She's Aquarius. He doesn't celebrate. So it really wouldn't matter to him. And a wedding, going to a wedding on his birthday would actually be kind of fun. My grandpa's birthday is on the day of the wedding. Oh, you're confusing me, Giggles. And you're making me giggles. Wow. All right. So, but you're still going to the wedding because it's an important day. All right. Well, the Five of Rings is talking about an kind of your lack mentality, this kind of lonely feeling, this worrying, I guess, feeling like you don't want to do it alone, right? So that's probably what's got you most flustered about this whole thing. And yeah, you felt like you're going to have this amazing date or this amazing time. And oh my God, I'm feeling your pain right now. I'm feeling sad. Like I want to cry too. I've been to like so many stupid family functions. Well, I really avoid my ex-husband at all costs, but every once in a while I have to do something because it's family related, and I'm always showing up with nobody on my arm, and it's very annoying because I would just like to rub it in his face that I've got this amazing person on my arm, like, but that's very ego, right? That's just my ego wanting like somebody to dance with and to show off and show that I'm not, like just a single person that doesn't have anybody. But, and he has a new wife who is just, like, she's, she's an okay person, I guess. But anyway, and that's not the point. The point is, like, I just, in those kind of situations, you kind of just you want to have somebody, but like try to look at it the glass half full instead. Like if you don't have to worry about a date or you don't have to impress anybody, you can just like you can really let go, let be free. There's nobody there watching you or judging you or whatever. There's nobody there that it matters. Like you can just be yourself and have fun. So I feel like I feel like that, a lot of this is sort of the point of view, but I totally get where you're coming from. I do. And Spirit does too. And I just feel like, single dad is going to come around. Or something else is, what if you go to this wedding without Rubio and you meet yet another single dad, but this guy he doesn't have any hangups and he's really and you dance with him. Look, this is like a little kid dancing on her daddy's feet, but this is about dancing. Maybe you dance with this really nice guy who, to be honest, I think dads are nice because they know how to take care of children and they have a compassion and a caring quality about them that maybe single guys with no children don't. They how like okay, so if a guy doesn't have kids, I'm not trying to be journal like all men are this way or all dads are this way and all non-dads are this way because there's plenty of good and bad in both categories, um but just for example, a lot of times a guy that doesn't have kids, he can put more focus and attention on himself, and so then he's slightly more self-focused, more self-centered. But a guy with kids knows what it takes to put attention on other people, and so he may be more willing to try to give attention when you need it, and that's why that's something very sweet about him. But at the same time, Rubio has a lot on his plate right now. So like he doesn't see how he can make time for you part of his I don't know, his buffet because there's so much on his plate right now. He has to skip dessert, it's just too much. But anyway, but the single dad's really nice. So he's the king of flutes. And flutes are cups, right? And that's a lot of that's a lot of love right here. This dapper dad has his priorities straight. See? He does, I mean, you're part of his priority list. You just happen to fall on to number 3 instead of number 1 this time. This dapper dad has priorities straight. He's protective and strong, especially for those he holds in his heart. He excels at managing the turbulent tides of emotion and makes us feel safe in his loving embrace. He inspires us to hold rock steady and anchor into ourselves, teaching us to become masters of our emotions. This person, you know, so maybe this is Rubio, or maybe it's a new person, but there's somebody you're going to be spending quality time with, and somebody who might want to consider a long-term situation with you. So that truly does feel like Rubio to me, unless you meet somebody else who just sweeps you off your feet. So let's try to narrow this down and see. Or unless Soto shows up. I don't know. Soto, are you going to do anything? Are you going to come in and save the day? Let's see. Soto doesn't have any kids, so it looks like a father right here. Father energy. Yes, well, that's another Scorpio thing. Sarcasm. Let me see what the romance angels have to say about it all. Oh, okay. Slow down. Slow down. Ooh, somebody's attracted to you. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay? So the lesson here is don't it's okay to cry and get mad and be sad. Fine. You did it. You're over it. Now enjoy life, you know, by enjoying the moment fully and not dwelling on your disappointment. You might actually find somebody who's super nice, or oh my God, or Rubio. Look at this. Okay. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And look, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at hand. So here you go again. I feel like, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't used to think this, but I'm thinking it now. Rubio's worth waiting for. Give him a chance. And he, you know, he's probably going to ask you to marry him, and you're going to spend a lot of quality time together. So I forgot to read that one. So yes, quality time is in the works for you. What is this? 6 of rings. And it's rings. Again with the rings. Our most handsome suitor, the dad, the kid dad. Yeah, the single dad. This most handsome single dad bestows his precious presence upon us by sharing a moment of his time. It is a perfect moment. It was worth waiting for because he gets on one knee. It's a perfect moment, fair and just. He gives time equally and generously to all. In these perfect moments, things truly balance out. Perhaps it's finally our time for glory, to sit on the throne beside him, open our hearts and share our gifts. In so doing, the scale tips ever so slightly in our favor, leaving him in awe and wanting more of our attention. This could also be a moment of restoring equilibrium between soured or stagnant connections. Very good. So whoever this is, I'm feeling very strong. You're going to be spending a lot more quality time with somebody that you really, really like. And whoever this is, it's possible it's a single dad, so Rubio, or it's possible that it's somebody new. But I'm really feeling this whole message is repeating itself over and over again, because that's how I started off the reading without even looking at cards. I was just thinking with just these 2 cards was like, give him a chance, you know? And all these other cards are saying the same thing. Give him a chance because there's something he has a plan for you. He's gonna do, maybe it's a surprise, right? Maybe he's like, I can't do this, but I am gonna do that with you. But I'm not gonna tell you because it's a surprise. And so don't cry, honey. I'll make it up to you. You know what? Speaking of that, let me see what he has to say to you. I'm going to say, if he's not communicating this, or if he has a secret, let me find out. Yes, he said he got Paramount for us to watch Harry Potter marathon. Well, there you go. That's something. I know, you want to get dressed up and go out and look cute. Guys don't care about that. They care about cuddle time. But let's see what he has to say. I want to do both. I want cuddle time and I want dress up time. But I don't want to. I don't need dress up time that much. I'm not that into dressing. I guess I am a little bit. Not a lot though. Okay, he says, you are truly something special. What else does Rubio want to say to you? Oh. You and I are past due. It's time we fix that. I guess it means it's time to spend some quality time together. And then all this time inner messages have come out. I surrender my heart to you. I adore you. I love you. We need some time together. I want to be the reason you smile. I don't want you to be the reason you cry, giggles. I'll make it up to you, I promise. That's what he's saying. If he was a girl, he would say it like that. I'll make it up to you, I promise. That's the problem. That guys don't talk like girls, so sometimes we don't understand what they mean. You're like, does anyone care about me? Alright. Rainbow. Giggles, if you need more, you know where to find me. Email me and we can do more readings. We can break it down. Sometimes one question leads to more questions. If you want me to break down your whole month of February, you know, give me dates. I'll tell you astrology for the dates, the best possible outcomes, how you treat each day, whatever. Like I can help you guys with these things, you know, these daily situations, because life has become kind of a day-to-day kind of energy. It just feels like we never know what's going to happen next. And so we got to take these days one day at a time, you know? All right. And you know, I've been trying to add a few more pick a cards to help you guys out too with things. So okay, Rainbow, should I wait another week before making a doctor's appointment to confirm the results? Okay, let's see. A week. Do I have more? Well, all right. Let me start you with the rainbow. Let's start with one of these and see. And then we'll go into some timing. Or yes or no. We'll do a pendulum too. But I need to give you a message. I'm gonna go get coffee. I think I have more coffee to get. I think so. I think I only drank 1 cup so far. Oh, there's a bug. No bug. I just cleaned this altar. Ooh. Okay, plant dying. Interesting. Seek the medicine that nourishes the creative spark awaiting your presence. Experimentation, the power of hobbies, doing it just for fun. All right. So, how would that answer your question? Experimentation. I mean, I feel like try it. Try to wait and see. Try to wait and see. See how it feels. That could be. No, let me just read it and then I'll get coffee. Experimentation and creative outlets. And I feel like this is about distracting yourself, not thinking about it too much and just doing your stuff and doing creative fun things uh, for joy and self-discovery. This card invites you to explore the many avenues of your passions. There's no room for structured timelines. I'm like feeling like your timeline that you've created, just throw it up in the air. Throw it up in the air. You know, it's like 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, smack. You know, it's like don't give yourself a time. Don't do time stuff. Don't make boundaries or time things. Just feel every day, feel into the feel your feels. I know like doctors like appointments and they follow a schedule and whatever, but I'm just kind of feeling this sort of devil may care energy for some reason. Um so there's no room for structured timelines or rigid outcomes. Instead, do it just for fun, allowing the spontaneous dance of creativity to emerge, whether it's plant dyeing, using botanicals to make your own watercolors, or any pursuit that awakens your soul. Let the journey itself rather than the pursuit of perfection be the reward. This card can mean embracing spontaneity with your hubby. Surprise your partner with a hobby we both can enjoy to revive some of that playfulness that you had when you first started dating. It could be about investments that will bring you joy. It could also be a renewed sense of purpose or whatever, you know, like when it comes to these kinds of decisions now or later, I feel like it's just too much focus on the time. What would make you happier, you know, to know definitively sooner or later? Or would it make it happier? Would you feel happier just to go with the flow for now? So we'll find out more about that. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see. Should you wait? Let's ask the Lenormand. And that's rainbow color too. Okay, well, the cross gives me faith vibes, you know, have faith. The moon is good. The moon is romantic. You know what I was thinking of as I was pouring my coffee was continue to have sex with your husband. Like whether you're pregnant or not, you know. But I think you are. But whether you know, it doesn't matter. No matter what the doctor says, no matter what your sticks say, still have sex for the fun of sex, you know, like if you can, if you're not, you know, if you have the chance, do it, enjoy it, continue to do these things. You know. Yeah, see, because that's what I'm feeling like. If it's not now, maybe it's today you're fertile more than, yes, you know what I'm saying. It's like you're not gonna wait for your fertility. You're just gonna keep having sex because you love it. That's what I would do. Anyway, but the moon is the moon, the answer is yes. Wait. Okay, so if we're gonna go with a yes or no question, the moon is yes, but the cross is no, I think. Yes or no? Yes and no. So it's a yes and a no. So we can't, there's a sort of indecision. Maybe I need to pull one more card. But the moon is creativity, emotions, fame, honor, recognition, reflection, and your romance. This is your love. You know, having a good time with hubby. And the cross is it's kind of like this heavy energy that I think always kinds of comes with this subject matter for you. And the best way you can deal with the subject matter is being lighthearted about it and going with the flow, right? So continue to just have faith and hope, and your prayers will be answered. Basically, your troubles are over, your prayers are answered. And the timing is, you know, like now. So I mean, so the timing, it doesn't matter. And the timing for the moon has to do with the moon cycles. So like you can choose now or later. It doesn't matter. It's sort of like, I feel like it's just this free flow energy. This is a hard one because I feel like just keep on making love is all I'm hearing. Keep on being playful. Keep on enjoying life and not thinking about it too much. Yep, and this is about you, okay? So this is your decision completely. There's nothing really in the cards that will make it a better or worse for you except for you. You are the one. You are the one that knows what will make it better or worse for yourself. You are totally the person in charge of this decision, and spirit doesn't have a particular take on it. I feel like they don't. I feel like either way is good for them. The only message spirit has is just to keep enjoying every day, just having fun every day. Like have a fun, playful, lighthearted spirit about life, and try things and hobbies and enjoy things, and don't think about it too much. Let's see what else. Yes, that's you thinking about things too much. Oh, the little mermaid. You're so cute. You're so cute. Rainbow. It's okay. You can be introspective sometimes, but I feel like you got to get out of yourself a little bit. I feel like you're too much in your thoughts and your feels, And it's important. And I feel like you gotta distract yourself. Oh, hi, Kitty. I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw you earlier and I forgot to say something. Um, welcome. Yes, you should you can totally donate. It's not too late. You're welcome to. So let's see what else. Wow, you got the 10 of coins. This is your happily ever after card. I feel like this also represents, and look at these castles. You're definitely having a happily ever after. This is you thinking, oh, will I ever go to the ball? Will I ever have a happily ever after? Yes, you will. You will. And you already are having this happily ever after. You have a wonderful husband. You have great pets, a beautiful place to live. So focus on the things that you have, and especially a lot of attention on, yeah, on family your family, your husband, your friends, your pets, if you have any, your home. Thank you, Kitty. Oh, I love that super sticker. That's a very cute cheerleader. She's very bouncy. All right. And oh, look, you got the King of Swords. So it's oh, and you have the Magician. Wow, this is very good cards. So it's telling me that um you have a lot of love and support in your life. Get Spirit wants you to get out of your feelings sometimes. Just try sometimes just go into your logic and don't go into like whenever you get too much into your emotions, just try to like distance yourself a little bit. It's maybe not so much go back and go into your head, but go into practical things, like tangible things, like touching things and making things. That will help distract you from feeling and thinking too much. The tangible and action. Okay, so this tonight's reading is brought to you by the four elements. These readings tonight, I just felt it when I first started it, and so too many of us get lost in our thoughts in our heads, and we have monkey mind, or we get stuck in our feelings and we just feel kind of down, and we get kind of too much into our sad feelings. So when that happens, take action. Go do something, a physical thing that can help get you out of it, or do a tangible thing, practical things, making things, selling things, buying things, dressing into things, getting physical touches, massages, the physical things. So think earth. Earth is your cure. Fire is your cure. Earth and fire are your cures, okay? Earth and fire. That is wonderful. That's way too much, but I thank you very much. Well, I have suggestions in the description box, and if you go over $10, which is really appreciated, then your reading will get a little bit longer. So sometimes I recommend not going that high because of time constraints, but I think I will have plenty of time for you. You'll be the last one, and we'll spend a lot of time on you, but you'll be the last on the list, and the list is closed now, Rainbow. I mean Rainbow. The list is closed now. Divine one. Kitty. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. All right, so So, Rainbow, does that make sense? Is there anything else that I can do to help make sense of this? You know, I'm kind of curious about, I'm going to get some charms for you. If the castle comes out, it means you're going to have a happily ever after. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to, yeah, see, the purple castle. And the beast. That's like, I don't know if that's hubby, but okay, there's a difference between the happily ever after castle and putting yourself in your own imprisonment. Do stuff to make, you know, like go out and video things. Take pictures of or time lapse videos or do make a YouTube channel or a TikTok or something. I don't know, but like video things. That's weird, but what video a plant growing or something. Yeah, sharing videos and things like that with people. Let me see what I'm gonna see what the magician says, if there's anything extra that I missed. Manifesting. The magician is you manifesting, and the magician is a masculine too. These guys are pretty handsome in these pictures, huh? So the magician makes efficient use of all available tools. That's what I'm talking about. Action orientate, earth and fire. While the fool daydreams of grand possibility, the magician takes the steps necessary to realize those dreams. There's planning intentionally involved as well as resourceful and clarity of purpose. While the fool relies on luck, the magician knows luck favors the prepared. So there's one way of looking at it. You know, you can actually take that initiative if you want to, or take other kinds of initiatives. And then the King of Swords is the embodiment of intellectual authority. So that kind of covers, you know, what I'm saying about balance the elements. And the 10 of coins is you have accomplished much and are satisfied with the results. And the 10 of coins is about broad contentment and security. And you are in a position to share your resources, care for others, and take on new projects. So you have the capacity to take on this project of yours. You also find yourself able to take on more responsibility, and you have room to invest in things like leisure time and building relationships that bring you joy and fulfillment. So this is just totally abundance and stability, the good life. You are in that right now. But I did promise that I was going to ask the pendulum yes or no. So let's just top it off with that. So should Rainbow make an appointment in a week, right? It was a week. It says no. Should Rainbow make an appointment in another week? No. Maybe. Should Rainbow make an appointment in 2 weeks? Should Rainbow make an appointment tomorrow? Maybe. I'm getting a yes, no. I actually didn't get any kind of yes from the pendulum, but I got a yes, no from the cards. So I'm feeling like Spirit just doesn't want you to look at the timelines right now. Just Spirit wants you to just live life and be happy and not think about it too much. That's what I'm getting. Hope that makes sense. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, you got the letter. You got the little B. B for baby. B for beautiful. Okay, now Terry. Oh. Jacob has a doctor appointment tomorrow. Okay, how do you see it going? Gotcha. Let's see about... Let's everybody, send positive vibes to Terry and her son, Jacob. All right. Let's see what Seasons of the Witch wants to say about the situation. He wants to come off some of his meds. Do you see him following her advice? Interesting. Same thing happened with Sammy, and he wanted to come off some of his meds as well, and they did reduce it. So let's see about Jacob. Ooh, we got Floromancy. Huh, interesting. Floromancy. It's time to escape all of the noise and become still with the guidance that is pulling you inward. All right. What signs are there following intuition, letting spirit guide you? So this is what your intuition is saying. I don't know if it's about his. I think it's about your intuition and not his, as you are kind of like, you're like the guardian, right? And you're the observer, and he's a little bit too close to the situation. So I feel like this is you using your intuition, and I think also the doctor uses, I think the doctors, doctors definitely have a connection with the pharmacies, that's obvious, but I think also intuitively and um and compassionately, they have a connection to their patients, and they look at it that way as well. So there's a few aspects to look at. So so this is here for you to contemplate. Have you ever pulled flower petals while saying, they love me not? This is a form of floromancy, something many of us have spent countless hours doing in our youth. While it may have seemed little like a silly schoolyard game, it was actually your soul pushing you to let spirit guide you. And receiving this card is your soul again calling you to listen to your intuition. You may have depended too much on external forces to offer you the answers that are already residing in your consciousness. It's time for you to realign with your magic and trust that you know what the right call is for your situation. Think about your first thought or feelings about someone or something. Did you notice anything like a shape, a color, a word, or a symbol? It may have felt silly at the time, just like the innocent days of pulling flower petals, but allow yourself to reflect on the signs you have collected, and in doing so, cultivate a sense of inner knowing. The most straightforward guidance for this card is to dance among the flowers, listening listening for answers in nature. Mother Earth is always whispering to you. Offer her advice and support. she's offering her advice and support. You might hear something on the wind. Look up and see the butterfly dancing in the sun, or walk along a path with a flower that you just happen to know corresponds with your situation. I see him following her advice. Also, I feel like you're going to be supportive of it, and so he will listen to you too. So here's a guidance ritual. This ritual is perfect for moments when you feel stuck or simply want to check in with yourself on a decision or a concern you may have. In a quiet place, place a mirror in front of you or stand or sit in front of a mirror. Light a white candle, take a deep breath, then repeat twice more. Bring your hands together in front of you and you hold your hands cupped. Quickly clap 20 times. Hold your hands slightly apart with the palms facing each other and allow the energy ball between them to vibrate for a moment. Move your hands toward the mirror and push that energy into the mirror. If you have trouble feeling that energy ball, envision it as a bright white ball of light. Turn to the candle and whisper your question 3 times, then face the mirror. Take 3 deep breaths and close your eyes. Be still and pay attention to any words, messages, symbols, colors, and so on. Reflect on what came through, and when you're ready, blow out the candle to close. Oh, that's interesting. So here's a little something magic you can try. Kind of like to spark your intuition. Maybe it will help with clairvoyance. And so that'll be something you can try to do. So it's interesting when dealing with it's interesting trying to because and I know you like candle rituals. It's interesting asking these questions when we're dealing with free will, and we have strong free will in our sons, and other people. Like, you can't force them to feel or think or do anything against their will, but you can just be the supportive energy that you can be as much as you can be. And I feel like the doctor will be the same, and plus like logic that will make sense. It's kind of, I'm getting like that, sort of a make sense energy. That makes sense. Like, I hear him say that. That makes sense. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right, we have the Emperor. Who's the Emperor here? Who's the big boss? Which one of you is the boss, right? You have the home, you lay down the rules. It's usually the one with the house with the rules is the Emperor. So your way is going to be very important here. And we have the Lovers, which I like this because in a health way, it's about, and also we have a lot of romantic cards that come up in your readings because of his girlfriend, right? But I think, and maybe she's also an influence on him, you know? But I also feel like this is a blending of minds, like his mind blending with his doctor's, or his mind, coming to the same conclusion as the doctor. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And we have the High Priestess. And so I feel like that's you as well. Like, but also like this represents a woman of wisdom. So we've got two wise, or maybe three wise women who are all probably saying the same thing. Hopefully everybody's on the same page, which would all be a good influence on him. Anything else? But that aspect of, where he lives is going to be important always. And who he's around frequently is important, Yeah. And her safety is important too. And feeling secure with him emotionally. I feel like the Ace of Swords is good. It's like logic's gonna win the day, and I feel like a solution will happen. It'll feel like. I also like if he was in any kind of doubts, opposite of you and the doctor. I feel like you and the doctor are on the same page. But if he was in any doubts, thinking differently than the doctor, then I think he comes to an aha realization. This is like an aha. Let's see what the Lenormand has to say. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to take those. Okay. Because they're... They weren't really shuffled in very good. Okay. Let me keep shuffling. Oh, okay. Well, the prince, it's up to the prince. But I think it's going to be a really good experience. He's going to be able to express himself and also come to an aha conclusion. So I think that's good. And the fact that the prince is out also kind of represents like good health, like him at his best, him at his finest, him at his most. So that his health, his good health. The fairy garden. I feel like, everybody's opinion's very important to him. I think, um, feel like there's so with the fairy garden, we have a little bit that's public. I feel like he I feel like there's like this feeling like there's too many people involved in this, you know. Or like there's an audience, too many people watching. Um maybe he just doesn't want, maybe he doesn't want it to be so public, or people, he doesn't want anybody to know what's going on except him, maybe his girlfriend. I mean, it just feels like I think he's just thinking there's too many people involved in these decisions. Or this could represent the doctor saying, "Would you like to have a family counseling session?" So I don't know if you're going to be in on the appointment or not, but it feels more like a group situation. Because I had that experience where the doctor requested like a family meeting, which only really meant me and nobody else. Nobody else could make it to the family meeting. Anyways, so yeah, so you have stars, which is great. It's like really hopeful. Everything's looking very good, and the book is like acquiring more knowledge and learning more things, studying more about the subject. I feel like he's learning more. He's learning more, and he's feels hopeful. Maybe he presents to the doctor some research he's done on his own or something. But I feel like um I feel like any of her decisions also will be backed up with a lot of proof and evidence and expertise that I think he will rely on. I feel like it's going to be good. How about I give you some charms and see what the charms say? Okay, we got music connected to the handcuffs. Okay. I feel like there, a certain sense of restriction here, but and secret. Some things kept himself. The book also represents secrets. There is the Mohawk lily representing, there could be a little bit of, well, prayers for what is my Mohawk lily all about? I moved my saints names over here. So Kaleri Takahuitha, the Mohawk lily, she's all about people ridiculed or people in exile. So I feel like maybe some prayers to her so he can feel free, feel good again, about the situation. There is a bit of stubborn energy here, though, with Sven. But there's also, this is nice. This is your parenting skills. Good parents. Um, peace, sweetness, bells. Bells like a notification, like dun dun dun. Um, bells like alert, like it's a gentle alert, like pay attention, this is important. Um, but this is great. This is him smooth sailing, like really, really things are going great. Okay. And happy rabbit, I don't know, be careful. Don't get too happy, rabbit. You might get your girlfriend pregnant. And then feathers, like signs from the universe. And maybe possible traveling could be happening. Or destinations. It could be just even, within town, special destinations, places to go and stuff. So, generally speaking, I think this is a positive thing, and it's gonna. I feel the future looks bright for him. Looks like, oh yeah, because you got the sun shining on the whole thing, so definitely happy energy. And the handcuffs just mean like, hey, there's still things he just can't do. He's not allowed to do some things, but for the most part, he does have a sense of freedom, and he also has a feeling of doing better and growing and hope and happiness and stuff like that. Just know he does still probably keep some things to himself. So. But yeah, I feel like a very strong awakened energy there. You're welcome, Terry. I hope that was helpful. And answered what you needed to know. Okay, spirit messages coming right up for you. Good night, Terry. Sweet dreams. Kiki says good night. What are you doing, Kiki? No, don't go in there. Are you being silly? I just don't want you to mess with my altar. You mess with it too much. Now you're spilling everything. Alright. Let's get some messages. Oh, okay. I just spoke to the Pisces half an hour back. He's realizing now. I think I ignored him for a couple of days for his inconsistent communication. He's saying he wants to meet me in February. He's coming. He's coming for a week. Yeah, you told me. You told me that he's coming. So that's nice. That's good. A good sign that he's putting you back on his priority list. It's always a nice thing when they do that. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So you're doing a solo travel, and he's gonna come to your home for a week. Or are you guys traveling together? Tea party. Very nice. Oh, and I read this one when I did the flip through review because it's number 42, which is the answer. And escape is inviting in the enchantments that seek to come alive. So the keywords are whimsy meets elegance, youthful infused in a grown-up affair. So this is about being silly, basically. This is like my card. I picked all the cards that that I connected with accidentally on purpose. So this says, you are cordially invited to our tea party, a celebration of elegance, meeting frivolity, whimsy, and joy. It may appear to be a grown-up affair, but step through our fragrant portal of jasmine trellises and you will find we are quite light-hearted and a bit silly. We laugh, sing, nibble on sweet treats colored in shades of pastels, while all matter of flora and fauna dance around. To attend such a gathering is to step outside space and time, where you will find your troubles simply melt away, at least for a few hours. That's good news. It's gonna feel so nice. Um, the fun doesn't have to end when the tea party is over. You can take the sparkle and delight with you and infuse it into every part of your day if you choose. This card is an invitation to sneak a little bit of enchantment into your world. I think you do. Every time we connect, is you get enchanted by me, don't you? So, because I'm the cheery enchantress, right? You can be responsible while adding a touch of your personal flair. You may wear eccentric nail polish, write with colorful pens. No, I'm not anything like this. Or you may even choose your favorite showtime for your ringtone. Perhaps your jewelry is a delightful array of hares and robins, or you always have a silk scarf tied here or there. It may seem like foolish flights of fancy or perhaps immature to some, but that doesn't matter if a touch of your personal expression brings joy to your heart. A final note. Whimsy doesn't only appear in physical things. Your personality or quirks and how you communicate with the world, giving hugs to strangers or playing Christmas music in June, are also expressions of your youthful spirit. Oh, you like chamomile tea. Very good. Well, I see tea in your future. I see a tea time. I also see just like you being yourself and him noticing all the cute quirks about you that he likes and really like letting you know. Like I see the words of affirmation coming out. Speaking of, let's see this first. So what is coming up next in your love life? A memento, a gift from someone special. Maybe he'll give you something pretty or nice or romantic. Ooh, twin flame recognition. You know this soul that mirrors your own. Very nice. A spirit soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship, and forever young. So this definitely reiterates, no, Kiki, get down. Get down. That it's important to be playful with him. A song of youthful playfulness. And just have fun. Yeah, it's just about having fun. See, he wants to meet me in February when he comes. I said, yeah, I'll see him if I'm available. I will. Oh, okay. You spoke to him very calmly. That sounds very arrogantly more than calmly. All right, but that's good. No, you're right. That's good. Like, I was watching Magnetize Yourself, and I think it was or was it Kino? Maybe both of them. But you know, they were talking about when your person says something or does something, it looks like you're gonna come to. This is like twin flame. Like, it looks like it's gonna come close. Don't get overly excited and run to them. Be calm and be like, you know, be cool. Be all right, yeah, man, whatever. Even though in your heart you're like, I can't wait to see him. Oh my God, it's gonna be great. You know, on the outside you gotta be like, yeah, man, whatever you say, it's fine. Rocking and rolling. You be Danny instead of the other way around. I'm gonna be Danny. Be like rocking and rolling and whatnot. So yeah, that's fine. Hi, Cheryl. And not to be like available whenever he wants to and ignore myself completely. I know, right? Just be yourself. You know, it's like, I think I'd like to come see you. Oh, yeah, that would be nice. That would be fine. Let me see, though. I gotta check my schedule because, you know, I have so many things to do. But possibly, maybe I can make room for you. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. uh, oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. I did give some hints in the community page. Yeah, yesterday was my daughter's birthday, so and I wasn't sure if I was gonna go live or if I was gonna just take readings or if I was just gonna wait. It was 33% for each choice. So you guys did not help me make a choice. Well, I actually chose all three. So basically, I'm doing live, but I'm also doing readings if you need readings, and I'm probably gonna go live again Friday too, so you have plenty of time to be with me. I think, yeah, it was sweet. It was just a little family event. And then this Saturday, we're going to go to a show and see Mean Girls together. So I'm looking forward to that, except that just means I'm going to have to like juggle things around and try to find another time to find a way to get my weekly reading out, maybe before, because then I go deliver food on Sundays and etc. etc. And last week I added a delivery day, so I've just been like a little bit busier and trying to get everything done and so I'm late doing my February reading, so tomorrow I'm gonna do February reading anyway. So yeah. But I figured I should try to squeeze in a live because I've been missing you guys and I want to show off my new deck, the Seasons of the Witch. You also, okay, I'm not going to count these because those are like left over from the other reading. Come on. Oh, I know. I need to do a little cleanse here. So if anybody wants this extended reading, you can email me. And Cheryl, if you want to get a reading through email, we can do that too. As many and as much as you want. You just tell me. Or we can wait till Friday. But I mean, I guess I could. I can add you tonight. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling okay. Feeling okay. So, we have the King of Swords. So it's kind of like you. I feel like you're kind of the King of Swords here, like using logic and a cool head. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. He definitely noticed that I'm upset with him, but I kept it subtle. What? Sparkle of Light from 31 months? Oh, nice! Did you get the new badge? I made a new badge for the older Sparkles of Light, the older, for your seniority. But I guess you can choose whatever badge you want to use. Yeah, of course you want to see some efforts from him. This deck doesn't want to talk to me. Alright, I'm not going to use it. But I am going to use the Lenormand. Oh, I know what I should use instead. I'm going to use this deck for you. For romance. No, Kiki. You can't get through there. It's just not possible. Everything is sealed shut. No, Kiki. No. No. No, Kiki. No. 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 Oh, okay. You've got a cocktail party. You have the Three of Rings. Nice. Oh, and the Ace of Roses. And the Knight of Mirrors, the meathead. Which I don't know. What this really means is like the guy with muscles, I suppose. The physically attractive man. But he may not be like very intellectual, but he is very physically nice. But then here we have a person who is very intellectual. So this could represent you. These could be two different men that are, you're connecting with. He has muscles. Okay. Okay. So Mr. Muscles, the Knight of Mirrors. So this dense Casanova isn't the brightest in the bunch. He exudes primal masculinity and he's strong. His strong, beefy arms certainly feel safe and warm as they wrap around you in protective embrace. His goals are simple. Want love, find love. And the charm of his action-oriented ways and simplistic views is easy to fall for. What you see is what you get. He's handsome and uncomplicated. He will fight for your honor and could be a hot lover, but ultimately maybe you're feeling this energy is temporary, like you're not sure how far it's going to go, right? So, and it's hard to put energy into a relationship that you don't know if it's going to last. Like, are you really going to be there for me? Are you really going to, are you really my partner in this? Or are you, what is it? Dangling the carrot? So, you also have the Eight of Rings, which is good. Rings are good. Kitties, stop it. Don't fight. So the Eight of Rings is the camera guy. Both of them are Pisces. That's funny. One's a lawyer who's helping me links and stuff I'm looking for. Both of them are Pisces. What do you feel? Hope he realized today. Yes. So the camera guy is kind of like in the background, sort of. Day in and out, you're plugging away in the background, delivering excellent content for all to consume. I feel like this is your main Pisces. That he's been busy, you know, and he wasn't really paying attention to how his busy life affected you. You know, he wasn't really like he was just not paying too much attention, and in a kind of like dumb way, not in a deliberate way, not in a way that it was intentionally to hurt you. Almost in a just like, oh my God, look what I done kind of thing. You know, it's like I didn't mean to do that. You know, like it was an accident that it got so far without giving you the attention you needed. So, yeah. So this is, yes, this guy is a mastery of skills and hard work, and he's just like he's so good at things he does, and he gets a lot of, you know, good feedback for the good things that he does, and he just forgets about other things sometimes. And that he's consistent, but he I think he's going to show his consistency to you. You know, he knows that he has to turn this outward, and this kind of attitude shouldn't only apply to work, it should apply to you as well. Yes. And so we've got the Ace of Roses, the first impression rose. So I feel like he is going to make you feel important, like you're first on his list, like you are, you know, you are above everything, and not that you have to fight for attention. So, wow, you're standing out among the crowd, truly deserving acknowledgement. See? So he's going to acknowledge you. This may be the beginning of the journey, but first impressions are long lasting. The potential for the outcome of your dreams is certainly in your favor. If you keep shining and remaining true to who you are, no matter how many twists and turns are ahead, you are your own greatest asset, and the world has taken notice. Yeah, he will be. It says so. uh, and And then the cocktail party could be like, just like the tea party. We got two parties. So I feel like, you know, there may be a chance that you bump into you make other friends, or you know, hang out with other couples or something like that. But it definitely feels like you will share drinks with each other, tea with each other, a social time outside of the home, you know, your home. Like you'll go out and do something and enjoy drinking and eating, you know. I'm in testing mode towards him before I start interacting way too much. Right. So the cocktail party is effervescence fills the air as flutes of champagne clink together, imbuing the night with magic, offering possibilities, and renewing your opportunity to share your sparkle with the world. Now is your chance to stand out among the rest. As the stars twinkle down upon you, it's your perfect moment to advance in this journey to find love. Oh, that's nice. It's hopeful, very hopeful. There it looks like it's going to be renewed. So your cool attitude will actually pay off, because he's going to like go above and beyond to try to impress you. Let's see what your charms have to say. What do you feel the current SP Pisces is gonna feel? I mean, I hinted him today. I have a friend we are interacting. He's helping me. Well, that's a whole different question. So if you want to do an extended reading, like email me and we'll do that question. Because that's like another like 10-minute question right there. All right, so we have fire and Leo and Texas, Theater Under the Stars. We have Let It Be. We have the peso, foreign currency. We have small talk and the eye, keeping an eye on each other. Saints watching you year to date, or you're divine. Yes, you are divine because you're divine goddess. Feeling safe, stepping out. Your answers are in your dreams. You are special. You deserve to be treated specially, but you do have a yin yang energy with you. And, you know, I think the best way to deal with the runner chaser situation is become the runner, is what you're doing. You're shifting gears and making him chase you, which is the probably the right thing to do. And but you share the love of exploration, the world. The Tuts is also about exploring the world too, like traveling. And so I feel like that's still right there in the cards for you. Take courage, be strong. The whenever I see the lion or the strength card, I think about the serenity prayer. So the serenity prayer is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So pray that to God in your moments of meditation, and then you'll know what to do in situations with him. Well, the best thing to do is not to have any expectations. And that's being along those same being cool lines, like enjoy being yourself, enjoy being yourself with while you're with him. When you know what the good thing about this is, before maybe you were looking at him with rose-colored glasses, right? You like he couldn't do any wrong because he was so sweet and nice and giving you lots of attention. Now you are looking at him with clear eyes, and maybe he will prove to you that you're not actually as interested in him as you once were. Or maybe not. Maybe he will prove to you that you like him just as much as you ever did, or maybe even more now. So you'll have to see. You'll just have to see. But I feel like it's going to be better now because you'll see him with clear eyes. Where before maybe you were just seeing him with too much love in your eyes, no, like he could do no wrong. Okay. Hi, Kitty. Thanks for waiting. You have to sit through all of those readings. I gave you little whiskers. Meow. Wait. That's not. Okay. I should just look at my kitties who are sitting No, they ran away. Nope. One's sitting over there. Alrighty. Let's start off with the Seasons of the Witch, perhaps? What's your question? You're welcome, Divine Goddess. I was wondering how E feels about me and if it's over. We met on holiday the other week and have been talking, but I said I didn't want to fly to visit him when he asked, even though I originally said yes. He's in another state. I do like him, but I'm also kind of detached and okay with whatever. All right, let's see. Let's see if the card, if Oracle can give us an answer to that. Well, actually, before we do that, he's in another state. I do like, okay, I don't want to end up in the wrong relationship. Right. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But, you know, sometimes, sometimes certain people are in our lives for a reason, even if it seems wrong, like it's something that you're supposed to go through anyway. But I know it's, I mean, you don't want to, like, you don't need to be with a toxic person if you don't have to be, but I just feel like sometimes certain experiences are meant to be for a reason. And there's no waste. It's not like you're wasting time, but I get it. But I want to see, like, before we start, let's find out how, because the first thing you asked is, how does he feel about you? So let's ask about his feelings with the sentimental silhouettes. How does E feel about Kitty? How does E feel about Kitty? Ooh, he's got some long-term goals with you. Going old together. Can I have this dance for the rest of my life? So he might be more serious about you than you are about him. And he feels a little alienated. This was on the bottom of the deck. So I'm feeling like, so he's like, I know I'm a little weird, but you don't have to be afraid of me. Or maybe there's something about him that he feels like he's turning you off somehow. And he can sort of sense it. Like he's a little worried that you're losing interest in him. Ooh, but he wants to be your other half. Like I'm your counterpart. I feel complete when I'm with you. You're the missing piece. We travel our life path together. So I don't think he wants it over. But if I feel like this is more in your shoe, you know, on your why am I saying shoes? Like on your side of the court. But he feels confident about himself, about you two as a couple. So he feels comfortable. I mean, he feels confident about you guys able to go the long haul. That you make a good couple, you know, like I don't think he doesn't seem to be worried about the long distance, so maybe he's got some plan for that. Let's see what your oracle has to say. All right. A big chunk. Astrological New Year. Let's try that again. I honestly feel chill though. I just feel like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I'm curious. I can be quite anxious about starting relationships, right? And then sometimes certain relationships or people come into your life to see if you will take action, you know. And if it's, let's say for instance, it's normal for you to be chill, then maybe this is presenting an option where you're not chill. An option where you have to fight for something, or you put, you know, you step outside your comfort zone, in other words. That's what I'm trying to say here. Because it's when we step outside our comfort zones that we learn the most about ourselves. If that's what we want to do. Maybe we just want to be comfortable and not learn anything. That's okay too. We're not forced to learn anything. Well, he seemed short after I sent that message not about not coming there. That's why I asked. Like, he was done, but didn't say it. It's not normal for me to be chill. Oh, okay. I'm usually way more anxious, and ironically, I like him more than I have liked anyone in years. Okay. Interesting. Well, the whole, you know, being chill part could be very good. Like it's like, you know, it's almost like spiritual, you know. Like you said, like what's meant to be will be. So that's a good thing too. That's good. All right, so we have the mushrooms card. Your resilience is unwavering in the pursuit of anything that may come your way. So this is going to be helpful to understand whether you need to be yin or yang here, because that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, what is your choice here in this situation? You don't have to be anxious. That yin or yang isn't about anxiousness, and chill isn't necessarily you know, the right way either. But okay, so mushrooms. So the keywords are resilience, immunity, and protection. Your resilience is unwavering in the pursuit of anything that may come your way. So mushrooms is one of the best ingredients for cultivating immunity. Are resilient in nature and use mushrooms are resilient in nature and use the harshness of their environment to grow stronger and spread wider. Perhaps that's why they grow in damp, muddy places. They know they have the strength to make it where others have not. Challenges can arise unexpectedly, regardless of the cycle you're in, and such obstacles test your strength. See, this is what I was saying. Intuitively, I knew that some people are in your life as a way to prove who yourself. So, being anxious or whatever is not the same as being action oriented. Being anxious is like maybe needy without taking action, or you know, being in your head too much without taking action. I, so back to the elements. You were here at the beginning of this reading, and I laid out the four elements, and fire is the element of action. So maybe a little fire energy is more helpful to you than air energy, which is mental and being in your mind. And both chill and anxiety are both kind of like mental opposites, you know. So maybe get out of the chill and get out of the anxiety and get out of the chill too, and go to your heart. I feel like you need water and fire energy, emotions and passion. Yes, love and passion. um so perhaps, but figure out what is your comfort zone and what's not, because I'm kind of feeling like you get like stepping out, doing something that different than you would normally do. But I know he needs to as well. So why don't you want to go visit him? Why did you decide against that? Is that going against, is not visiting him against your comfort zone, or visiting him your, like, which way would be the way, the comfortable way or the not comfortable way? Like, do you feel like going to see him is giving too much, being an overgiver, and that's what you normally are, an overgiver? Because I can see that. Like, that's okay. If you're an overgiver and you don't want to go see him because you just like you're always doing it, you're always meeting him more than halfway, then that makes sense. But if you're just like afraid to take to make do something different, or afraid to make a move, or you're having worth issues and don't feel like you should do this or whatever. So okay, um I just didn't feel secure, and yeah, I thought it was overgiving. I wanted more effort, I guess. If we were in a committed relationship, then yeah, I would. I see what you're saying. A little more balance between the two of you. Just a boundary. I did think about it a lot, though. Because I understand. I mean, I've been in your shoes, but I took the thing, I rationalized it, to be honest. I rationalized it in such a way that I'm not just going on this trip to be with them, but I'm doing it to also have a, just to have an experience, to go somewhere, to do something, not not necessarily making them the goal or the destination, but the place be the destination, or the journey be the reason, the physical journey and the spiritual journey intertwined. So those are some of my decisions, but not saying that that's what you got to do, but I'm just saying, it might help if you made your choice not about him per se, but about the journey, the experience. But still, you know, you have your own boundaries, and you have to work with what you feel good with. So, like, he offered and was going to pick me, and I'd stay with him, but yeah. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. So let's go talk about mushrooms again. uh, so challenges can arise unexpectedly, regardless of the cycle you're in, and such obstacles test your strength, shaking your sense of security and serenity, and leaving behind a feeling of uncertainty for what's to come. Receiving this card is not a sign that your troubles are over. Instead, It's a reminder that you have all the strength required to face your circumstances and come out of them stronger than ever before. I got this feeling too, like when you said you don't want to be in the wrong relationship. I'm seeing you like project too much into the relationship before you even try the relationship, you know? It's like, how do you know until you do it? How do you know what it's going to be until you go? And how do you know the relationship's going to work or not until you try it? And, and like, do you just not try it because you think it's not going to work? Or do you, and does it matter like if it works or not? Like, can you just, life is an adventure. Life isn't about like getting it right. Life is about mostly getting it wrong and learning from mistakes and experiences along the way. But not like you don't want to meet Mr. Wrong on purpose, right? So if your intuition is saying this is Mr. Wrong and I don't feel like meeting him, but if you just said also that he's like one of the people that you most excited about that you've met in a while, then it's like a mix of things. I think I need more cards, but I'm going to finish reading about mushrooms. Oh, Yosef, I'm sorry. I am closed now. The list is closed, but you can come back on Friday or you can ask your question in the comment section and I can answer with a little text answer once this video is uploaded and once the live is over and then it turns into like a regular video that you can listen to. So Kitty says, yeah, I can see that, but if it's meant to work out with him, I feel like it will. I'm still open and receptive, but not chasing. That's good. Yeah, don't chase. You're right. Don't chase. Okay. So this is your confirmation that you have an unyielding strength that bends but never breaks. While your situation may be difficult, know that you're protected from anything that is beyond your capability. Your challenges will become the catalyst for your evolution. Just as mushrooms have learned to thrive in darkness and humidity, to help build your spiritual immunity, take a closer look at the influences surrounding your situation, whether that manifests in people, a chain of events, or even your self limiting thoughts. Discernment is required to recognize what is serving you in your situation and what is not. So I feel like you're doing a good job at trying to, see yourself in the situation and making sure that it's not fear or ego getting in the way, that it's a certain kind of boundary that you set for yourself because you're not going to be a chaser, and that's exactly where I am too. So I get you. Yes. And it takes a certain kind of strength to stay within that as well, because you could easily cave because you're like, oh, he's so nice, oh, you could easily cave. No, but stay firm and you stay within your boundary. That's good. um and then the answer to the question, like, does he think it's over? I feel like no, but let me keep on looking. Let's see. What does he feel? Okay, so let's see what the Lenormand has to say for the... Oh, or no, wait. What's coming up next in your love life? Freedom. This is probably what both of you guys want. It feels a little bit loose right now. And it's something that could like drift apart, or it could create a magnetic field where it gets closer and closer. But healthy and space and room to breathe, I think is the right thing to do. And this is a healing connection. Your interactions with him is good for you, for it helps to heal you, and your romance will transform your life. Wow. And you are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And you're finding out a lot about yourself through this for these decisions you're making here. So that's good. All right. So let's see what is coming up. Let's kind of just get the Lenormand sort of can tell us about timing, but also let's find out more about your initial question, how he feels about. Okay, well, let me go back. Let's see. What else did you ask? If it's over. Let's see. Healing in the bedroom. Oh, nice. The sexual healing. Something that's good for you. No, that's nice though. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Is this over or how long it's going to last? Like what kind of length this relationship will be. Sometimes we can get that in these cards, like we can get life partner or whatever, but that didn't come out. So let's see. Oh, okay. The ring. So the ring represents a leveling up. Wherever you are at this time in your connection with him, it's just going to get better. You're going to go to the next phase, whatever it is. I'm not saying that he's going to propose to you right now, but what you're doing is probably very good. Even though he sounded cold in his voice to you, I think something happened inside him, like this is important. Okay, so it's about your worth. You saw yourself as worthy, and so he sees you as worthy as well, even though he sounded cold in his voice and you took it to mean like maybe it's over. I feel like he's thinking she's high value, and I'm gonna have to like try to win her, which might spark him a little bit to win you, which I think is a great thing. If a guy can come to that conclusion, then I think that's really nice. That's really nice. But I'm feeling that it's possible. I mean, this card came out, so it feels like that. Especially if he found you healing in the bedroom as well. But then that's the other thing, like I was just watching this show about men and women and our brains, and men are, I mean, main reason why a man pursues a woman is to get into bed. And so if you hold off on that as long as you can, then they're going to continue to pursue you, and it gives them a chance to know you and decide they want to be with you. Well, that's fine that you've already been in the bed with them. That's okay. I'm not, no judgment there. I mean, but I feel like now, like what you're doing now is good, so he has sort of, he it can, this can build this kind of longing to help with his action, take action. Let's see if y'all are, if there's a, how this is gonna play out. More of this time together, or it feels very mysterious. Okay, nice. We got freedom and flow, and it's just loose and beautiful. But the fish is also romantic and fertile and flowing. And also, I feel like this could be, it could represent, Pisces season. So we're about to approach Pisces season, so that it could last, your connection with him could last into the Pisces season. I know it's best to wait, but I just thought it was a holiday fling, so I don't feel bad about it. I enjoyed it. I didn't think we would speak again. Ha ha ha. Well, if you don't want it, then that's good. Then leave it be. Leave it be. He may try to pursue you. He may still pursue you. But it does feel kind of like loose and flowing, but I think he had at least he had ideations of a commitment with you. I think he had those kinds of thoughts. Anyway. I mean at least that long. I'm not saying it's going to end in the Pisces season. I'm just saying it continues on for at least another month or so. Let's see. How much longer than that? If we get an anchor, then it'll last 10 years. But the ring is also ongoing. The ring is like the ring kind of feels like y'all have known each other in the past life, you know, this sort of like ongoing energy. Oh no, I do want him, but I'm also not forcing anything and I'm still seeing if he's good. Okay. You got the scythe. So something is cut short. Maybe his hair. I'll be right back. I gotta get my charger. Okay. And also the scythe represents, in my book, in my deck, it represents divine timing as well. And so there is a long awaited result coming through. It could also be gain on merit, which makes sense in your case. A gain on merit. So, and that it's next to the ring makes me think that something is going to shift because of what he does. Like you just said, you're waiting to see if he's good. And then maybe he'll prove something to you. So it's about kind of a divine timing. Let's see what else. This is a very fluid energy. It feels very fish like, Pisces like, Neptunian. You need a little earth here to ground things, to stabilize things. Can we have an anchor, please? Is this going to be a long-term relationship? Will something happen where this turns into a long-term relationship, or was this a fling? All right, we got birds. That's good. So I think he's going to contact you. What comes after the contact? Oh, the stars. So it looks very hopeful. It's hopeful. The stars are... Yeah, it's clarity. So you're gonna know for sure about something. There there's again, it's healing again. There's this healing energy that you have with him. And a good communication, or he will contact you. So let's find out with the tarot a little bit more, because I'm not still, but the divine masculine thing, that's kind of interesting. The divine masculine, the healing connection, I feel like that stands out of those cards. The ring stands out of this, you know. So let's see. Good evening, Pisces. It's Pisces energy tonight. We've got Divine Goddess has 2 Pisces in her life. Giggles has 1 Pisces, right? Do you have Giggles? You got a Pisces in your life? Yeah. Rainbow's a Pisces. And there's all these fish and things swimming around here. And we're about to enter Pisces season at the end of this month. All right. Well, welcome. But if you have a question, Daniel, you can, or Daniel, you can ask it once the live is over and it turns into a regular video. There's like a comment section, and you can post in the comment section. Right now, we have a live comment section because it's live. But if you would like to do it that way, or you can wait till Friday and come back and ask then. But Kitty is my last reading of the night. Oh, look at that, Kitty. You're going to have a long-term relationship with this guy. Yep. 10 of Pentacles. That's the long-term relationship card. It's going to be very weird at first, though. Like you feel like connected in a weird way, and yet there's no earth to stabilize the situation at first, but the pentacles are coming through, so there is a stability about to come towards you. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Daniel. All right, tell us about this connection. Initially, you had a fling. The fling could have gone beyond flinginess, but you didn't want to travel, which put him off in a weird way, but in a way that he may reach out to you and call you. And yeah, I think it's more than a fling. You've got the 6 of Coins. So some more earth more earth energy. And the 6 of Coins is good because it's reciprocity. So whatever you give, he gives in return, and it will be balanced, a back and forth flow. You won't have to do all the work. Even though right now you feel uncertain, like as if I give, I may give too much, and then it'll be all on me. And that's, understandable. And then he's probably thinking the same thing. He's like, well, she's not coming to see me. So if I give, that means I'm doing more than her. And am I ready to do that? And he just might. He just might be ready. Like he might be ready to pursue you. So the 6 of Coins suggests the sharing of wealth and putting your money where your mouth is. And this are resources exchanged. But more than resources, it's also kindness. And like the pentacles representing an energy, something tangible, a shared thing. Physical things too. Again, like being together in the physical is in the in is coming towards you. It looks long term. Yes. It looks like you are going to see each other again, and you will be physical again, and you'll start to form a path to commitment. You will form a path to commitment. It feels that way. I'm mouse. Hehe, actually, no, I'm kitty. Oh, the game of cat and mouse. Oh. And so we have the Five of Swords, which feels like there could be a fear of winners and losers too. So be careful not to turn it into a competition, just like that whole cat and mouse thing y'all just talked about. The competition turns what could be a really nice relationship into a game. So try not to do that. You know, like weighing things, like you did this and you get this points and you get that points and now I'm taking away points and you didn't do that because you know what, all of, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, you did good, so I'm going to reward you with a kiss, or you did bad, so I'm not going to take out the trash. You know, like those it's important not to do those kinds of things. Because in the game of winners and losers, it seems like both sides are losers. But I'm gonna read what this one has to say. This is the Five of Swords. This warns, yeah, those who seek to exploit your lowest moments. This is the card of, yeah. So be careful. All right. I think that you have the right idea. You know, just, you know, being cool, being free, being loose, all of that. That's all good. We don't want, but don't turn it into anything beyond that. Okay. Let's see. What is going on? Anything else that can cure this, help this? Well, it is a journey. It does still feel long term to me. I mean, these first two cards are like the potential here, long term, a very loving exchange back and forth. But it feels like you're gonna go through some things with him, maybe. You know, it's a very strong learning experience. So I can see why you're resisting it. I can see why you might not want to pursue or go see him or be with him. Maybe intuitively you're saying, I can feel that this relationship may be something wonderful. It could turn into a great long-term relationship, but I'm also feeling like there's a challenge here. I'm feeling the challenges. Good night, Daniel. Yeah, I feel like going with the flow is the right way to go. And what you initially were saying, and try not to get into your anxiety at all. And yeah, Jay don't want to be challenged, like, yeah, healthy challenges, right? Healthy challenges. Well, see, we can't always like protect ourselves from challenges, but if two people have are well intentioned, and you know, it's just a matter of your personalities connecting and playing out. And it's complicated. Relationships can be complicated. But like also going back and forth with what you want. Like you say you want a long-term relationship, so stick with that. Like keep attracting that. But then you were also saying, but I'm fine with chill and temporary. So which is it? Like, and do you want him and do you want long term with him? Because if that's what you want, then continue to visualize that. I don't know. I only want to be with someone who I love and who loves me. But not all love is love at first sight. So love sometimes has to be a growing thing. And the only way you can grow to love somebody is to get to know each other and spend time with each other. And if you have the chance to with this person, maybe you should take that chance. I think maybe you should take that chance. The the um the Six of Swords is not a bad card. It's actually quite positive. It's about a journey, and I feel like this feels very much like a twin flame journey, which has a lot of it's not the easiest of journeys though. Like, are you prepared for not the easiest of journeys if it gets you the ultimate love experience in the end, you know, the ultimate union, the ultimate everything. But there's no guarantees, you know, that's the thing. We enter relationships and connections with no guarantees, you know? And even if you choose somebody who seems more mild-mannered and easygoing and like is pampers you, spoils you, and gives you everything, is always there for you, and you don't have to put too much effort into it, you still don't know if that's guaranteed either. You know, sometimes the ones that are challenging or interesting last longer because the journey is long. The journey of self-awareness and self-discovery and self-love is long. How would he treat you? Let's see how he would treat you. No, I was fine with that because I was on holiday, but I'm not anymore. I want long-term. Okay. Do you want long-term with him or just long-term with anyone? I know, and I do really like him. Probably, okay, you do like him. So let's see, how would he treat you if y'all were in a long-term relationship? Well, this is how he treats you. Reciprocity. In the long run, let's say in the long run, it will be a beautiful balance back and forth. He would treat you, he would give you gifts, he would treat you kindly. Let's find out a little bit more. This deck has been answering questions really good, so let's find out what the... Let's see how we would treat you. Okay, let's start over. Let's see, how will he treat you? Well, looks like there's going to be some drama. I don't know. I mean, influencer. Phone calls. But there's kind of this destiny energy, just like the 10 of coins. We have destiny here. Let's see. So in this universe of love, it's anyone's game. The heart wants what it wants, and genuine connections are hard to deny. Fortunately, it just takes one lucky shot. The appearance of a date card or an opportunity for some quality one-on-one time could really open up the doors to romance and set the course for a more favorable outcome. So that's the long run. The short run, we're back with the Seven of Roses. Don't let drama discourage you from continuing forward. Your self-confidence and achievements you've made have equipped you to overcome silly obstacles. It feels there's a bit of theatrics involved in this situation with him. Theatrical. Maybe he's theatrical. I don't know, but there is a bit of theater in here. And a 3 of rings. So the 3 of rings, oh no, is influencer. That's not the 3. Oh yeah, 3 of rings. Why is it saying group date? Oh, 9 of rings. So this is dressed in the finest threads from the most desired up-and-coming clothing brand. You're the representation of all your success and accomplishments. Through your experiences, you've achieved a level of refinement and polish, making you the most influential it girl. You inspire others with your visibility and what you share on your highly acclaimed platforms, influencing your followers as they strive to walk in your shoes. Okay, so let's go with basically the destiny and the influencer card are kind of like your personality that he's very interested in, that that comes out. You are very exciting to him, and you have a lot of strength and charisma, but the drama, I'm not sure what the drama is, but I just feel like when anything comes up at all in your journey, you have the strength to overcome it. And then you have the long-term ability, but I'm just saying it's not going to be easy. So you're right to feel resistant to him because it's not an easy road. Let's just say that. But I feel like it is a long-term road if you take it. There you go. Divine Goddess says, I'm not at all demanding types given that we are in different countries right now. I know least I could expect is when I saw I'm not feeling right, him to call me up and check upon me. Okay. I think I'm disappointed a little. All right. I don't know. I'm doing Kitty's reading, so. Oh, okay, Divine Goddess. Oh, you're. Alright, I see. I don't know, Cherry, what to do with that Pisces. I don't trust it's making me overthink, whereas I just don't want to be like that and I wanted it to be natural, but I know efforts would speak for itself. It's just not lacking from his side. Well, I think you gotta wait until he gets there so you can see how it plays out. Oh, don't feel sad. Be excited. A lot of people would love to be in your shoes. You know, somebody that they like to coming to visit them instead of having to go visit the person. So think of the positive things. You know, he's coming to see you. So give it a chance and see where it goes. So it could work. Then I don't know. Maybe I'm dramatic and he is too. I think both of us. See, so the drama does cause certain excitement. Like, I don't know if you're fire signs, but that's inherent in a fire sign people. They can't help it. So that could be it. You know, you all have a lot of fiery discussions and passions and then things just it turns long term and you find a nice groove and a nice sensitivity and a nice gentleness that it feels long term to me, like it's possible. Oh, you're Aries. I bet he's a Leo. And Divine Goddess says he asked me to travel to a city to meet him as he will not be able to travel. He told me I can meet. Nope. All right then, Kitty. That's all I can do tonight, but maybe we can look into more next time with with different decks, you know? See how things progress, you know, maybe by then you'll know a little bit more. The energy will be a little bit clearer and we can focus more in a particular direction. See what else is possible for you too. Or you can ask anything else. Or you can also email me if you want to get like more extended reading. But also you had the card came out about, you know, using your intuition, right? Was that your... So ultimately, is that this one? Oh, did I even give you one of these? Oh yeah, mushrooms. Oh, so interesting. I think it is good. I think he's good. I think you're good. Y'all are both just kind of like extra sometimes. And I think that the mushrooms were saying that this is sort of a journey you're supposed to go on, and it's not going to be super easy all the time. But you are strong enough to get through it. You're strong enough to live it. Life is an adventure. It's supposed to be fun and exciting. Mushrooms. So you're resilient. You're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to be resilient as you do this. That's the started off with the mushrooms, and I feel like, yeah. All right. And so be prepared for him to reach out, and if he doesn't, you know, but continue going with the flow. Just continue to flow. Don't push too hard in any direction. Don't push or pull too hard. Just flow. Hey, Dammer's Dragon. Do you need a reading? I'm closed for the night though, but if you would like to ask a question once this turns into a video, you can ask a question in the comment section, or you can email me and I can get you a reading through my email. All right, everybody. Good night until we meet again. I should probably be going live again on Friday. So I'll see y'all then. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.